Hi guys, so today we're doing day 2 of systems of linear inequalities. In these notes, this is where you're really going to want to make sure you have your colored pencils so that you can distinguish between the two lines that we're going to draw. So, first things first, we're going to jump in right into these examples. The first line that I have, this line 1, is y is greater than 3x minus. So the first thing they want to know for us is this line going to be solid or dashed? Well, since the inequality is a greater than, that means we're going to have a dashed line. Now they want to know if we need to shade up or down. Well, again, since it's a greater than, we're going to shade up. My m, or my slope, that number that's attached to x, is a 3. And my b, or my y-intercept, the number width, is -7. So now we're going to use this same color and graph our line. So I'm going to go down 7 and put a point. That's my b, where I begin. And then from there, I'm going to use my slope to move. So my slope is 3. I'm going up 1, 2, 3, right 1. And I want to make sure I make at least 3 points. Now it says that my line is dashed, so I want to make sure that I make that dashed line going through the points. And then it says that I need to shade up. So if I wanted to shade up, I need to decide this way or this way. Well, I know that up is above, so I'm going to shade here. Now, since I haven't drawn my other line yet, I don't want to shade like crazy because I want to be able to see where I'm graphing my second line. Now I'm moving on to line 2. So line 2 is y is less than or equal to 2/3 x plus 1. First thing I need to decide, solid or dotted. Well, my inequality is less than or equal to, so that means that line needs to be solid. Since it's a less than inequality, that means that my shading needs to be down. My slope, or my m, is 2/3. And then my b is 1. So now I'm going to go over here and graph that line. I need to begin with b, so I put a point at 1. And from there, I need to move with m, so I'm going up 2, right 1, 2, 3, put a point. Up 2, right 1, 2, 3, put a. You could also go down 2, left 3. So I'm going down 2, left 1, 2, 3, put a point. I wrote that I need to have a solid line, so I'm going to draw in my solid line. And I need to shade below or down, so I'm shading this way. Now I need to make sure that we can tell, or me and Mrs. Lindbergh can tell exactly where the double shading is. So I'm going to make that really dark. That's this little kind of triangle shape right here. That's my double shading. Okay, let's try example 2. So my first line is 2x plus y is greater than 6. So the first thing I'm going to get my y-intercept by itself, or my y by itself. So I have 2x plus y is greater than 6. I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides. So I have y is less than -x plus 6. Another way that you could do this is to use your intercepts. So you can plug in 0 for x and 0 for y to decide where you're going to put your points. So since I have a less than sign, it's not equal to, I know that my line's going to be dashed. And again, since it's less than, I know that I need, so since it's less than, I know that I need to shade down. I messed that one up. So less than means shade down. So now I'm going to graph this line. So I start at 6 and I put my point, and then from there I go down to right 1. Draw in your dashed line. And remember, less than means shade below. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing for line 2. This one's going to be a little bit tricky. So before we decide anything, let's get the y or the y by itself. So I have minus 2y is less than or equal to 8. I need to subtract the 4x. So negative 2y is less than or equal to negative 4x plus 8. Then I need to divide everything by negative 2. Here's why this can be a little bit tricky. Because when I divide by a negative, my sign flips. So, since my sign flips, I needed a way to fill this out because I would have normally wanted to shade down, but since my sign flips, now I know I want to shade up. So negative 4x divided by negative 2 is positive 2x, and 8 divided by negative 2 is negative 4. So now I can tell that I need to have a solid line and that I want to be shading up when I shade. We can plot this, or we can graph this line. So my M is 2 and my B is negative 4. So I'm going to start at negative 4, and from there I go up to right 1. And I'm going to draw in my solid line. And now I can shade. I know I need to shade up, so I'm going to shade this way. And then I'm going to make my double shaded area really dark so that we could tell exactly that is where my solutions are. Okie dokie, let's keep going.